But the reality, which I show a lot of on my side, are the losses. There's a lot more losses, especially in this market, right? So
I'm Maud Léger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Madeline Towns from Revel Realty. Madeline has been building her business through TikTok as a major source of leads. She is not only sharing from a personal level, showing vulnerability, but also providing in-depth research of the market. She proves that being personal on social media, as well as knowledgeable, builds trust. Let's get to my chat with Madeline. Hi Madeline, thanks for joining us on the episode today. Tell us, what is the key to your success?
the key to my success in my business is authenticity.
Nice, love it. How do you apply it? How do you see it?
So I have a very active social media presence. And so I've adopted kind of mixing a little bit of my personal life in with real estate, including news and updates, market stats. And it's just a really nice combination of a little bit about me and the market. And it provides my viewers with an opportunity to actually know who I am as a person and know that I'm also a professional working in the real estate space as well.
Yeah, love it. A
Yeah.
lot of realtors have chosen not to get into TikTok yet. So tell us, you are heavily active on TikTok. Why?
Yeah.
What do you get out of it? Why? How do you use it? All of it.
Yeah, so TikTok started for me 2 years ago, and I never intended to use it for my business. But one of my friends said, listen, you need to start reporting the news on there. You're going to see success. There's a huge space there for real estate agents. I took his advice, and now I run my business entirely off of TikTok. That's where all of my deals are coming from.
Nice, that's amazing. And that's where you mix the report, the news,
That's
and
right.
you about who you are.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What gets the most engagement? What
The
kind?
most engagement are posts about market crashes, of course, and anything having to do with changes in the market, which could affect people's affordability or housing plans and things like that.
Yeah, where do you get all your information? Do you do any like research? Where do you get all of that?
Yeah, so I'm very on top of the market. I check every morning what's going on in Hamilton because that's where I mainly work. And then for other news, I simply search real estate news and I pick top articles from there.
Do you also spread the news somewhere else or heavily on TikTok?
It's mostly on TikTok. My Instagram is more of like a personal take. I don't share so much about the market on there. Completely different platform.
Yeah, nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
What are like 3 actions that you do in your business that every realtor should be doing?
The first thing, like I mentioned, study the market. You want to be confident when you're talking to your clients. You want to back what you're saying with stats. People love numbers and support that. So I think that studying the market on a daily basis will do you very well in your career. Another thing is utilizing social media.
Yeah.
I think that it's still underutilized by a lot of agents. They don't realize that you can reach so many people using social media, and you never know when something's going to take off. So it's definitely worthwhile. And the last thing is be yourself.
Nice.
I think there are so many agents who are scared to show who they are because they don't think it's professional. But nowadays, with so many real estate agents to choose from, people want someone relatable.
Yeah, totally. Like I hear a
Yeah.
lot of agents would say, I don't want to share personal stuff. I don't want to really share my personal life, but as a realtor, you have to.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. It's part of the job now.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You're
Yeah,
almost like a celebrity. People want to know what you're up to.
it's true. Yeah, you're a public figure, right? So,
Yeah, very cool. What
yeah.
what are the fun stuff that you do on TikTok that is just for fun?
So I get a lot of hate comments, which they're not as overwhelming as the positive ones. There's definitely more positivity, but I definitely have some haters. But what I like to do instead of focus that negative attention is kind of spin it into something funny.
Okay.
There's lots of different sounds you can use on TikTok if you're familiar. I usually try to find something that's appropriate just to be a little sassy, and those videos go over very well.
Yeah, I'm assuming there's gonna be frustrated viewers everywhere. Market prices, real estate. It could be a really good topic for some people and very like enraging topic for others.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's been enraging. Yeah, absolutely.
You mentioned that you do a lot of your business through referrals. How do
Mhm.
you nurture those relationships?
So staying in touch
Yeah,
all the time.
nice.
I've actually recently felt a little bit of a crunch. I left my real estate team in January and I didn't have a CRM to
Mm,
work out of. I've been using pen and paper up until maybe a couple days ago.
nice.
That has been I can see how the referrals slip away a little bit when you're not keeping track so much.
Hmm.
But it's staying in touch. You want to touch people on a frequent basis, calls, emails, texts. That's the key.
Do you have like processes? Do you just call to touch base, or do you specifically have a end goal for every call?
Um, no, on a team I did, but I found that the way I run my business is a little different than what I was accustomed to on the team because people just want to chat, and that's okay. I only have so many hours in a day, but there's not ever a complete goal at the end of a conversation, especially if it's someone I'm just staying in touch with.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends on who it is. But I do have systems that I follow.
Yeah, yeah. So you
Yeah.
talk about social media, referrals. How do you win more listings? How do you grow that part of your business?
Yeah. So listings, a lot of agents think they're the cream of the crop. I actually prefer doing buyer deals, believe it or not.
Okay.
I kind of like the action of running around, and I just feel like a really strong representative on purchases. But in the last 5 months, I'm transitioning into a list agent because my skills have improved.
Nice.
And I think that's the natural progression when you start out as a buyer agent and then you work up to listings. Um, but I just my listings, like I haven't necessarily needed to show up with an entire listing presentation, even though I do. People just want to talk and they're like, you're already hired. Because most people are just hiring me from watching my videos.
Yeah.
So I come with this presentation. They're like, no, 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 like we want to sell the house with you. So like, is your car fixed? Like, okay, great. And then, yeah, it's as simple as that, which is really refreshing, but a different take on the business as well.
Yeah. Well, it throws it in with your authenticity that you mentioned too. Like
Like,
you've
absolutely.
nurtured them, you've talked to them, their referrals, and then you come
Yeah.
in, the job is sold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went from team to on your own. You talk about being buyer to now listing agent. What's the one quality that you have as a person that got you to where you are today?
Vulnerability.
Okay, tell us more.
So when I started, I thought I had to be a professional. Like I was wearing things that I didn't want to wear, like suits, and yeah, I didn't feel comfortable, but I was like wedging myself into the role I thought I was in my mind, and it didn't work for me. So by being vulnerable with my audience and expressing how I really feel about real estate and just peppering it with a little bit about my personal life, I've really like carved my way and found that, yeah, that vulnerability to be myself online has really helped me in my career.
Nice. I love it. Super well-rounded from the research, data, numbers to who you are as a person.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What's the best advice you've ever received?
The best advice I've ever received is don't compare yourself to anybody.
Cool.
Yeah. So I feel like that's all we do. This is a job of comparison. Realtors love to show their wins on social media. So you're constantly seeing sold, sold, sold. But the reality, which I show a lot of on my side, are the losses. There's a lot more losses, especially in this market, right? So yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like lost offers or lost deals.
Yeah. Yeah. Lost offers, clients who I've let go of. Of course, I keep all information
Yeah.
private. But just stories about, yeah, like losing a listing or, yeah, not really vibing with someone that I really wanted to work with, things like that. Or I did a video yesterday where I broke down one of my commission checks and I got, yeah, just to tell people like, look, this is the reality. That got a lot of backlash, but I'm here for it.
Well, hey, that's true. Some people think, oh, realtors, they just make millions. But when you break it down, sometimes
Yeah,
it's not as glamour as people make it out to.
for sure.
You brought up a good point when you said losing clients. So a lot of agents are very, very pleasing of all their clients and afraid to let go of a client. What kind of skills do you have over that to be able to see which client you gotta let go and how do you handle it?
Yeah, so I think that anybody who appears very skeptical
Mm,
and unwilling is someone I don't want to try and convert. My time is very valuable, and instead of kind of trying to convince this person of my worth, I'm going to seek out somebody who actually understands my worth. So it's about where I'm putting my time, because 2 years ago, I absolutely would have tried to please my clients.
everyone, yeah.
Absolutely.
I totally get it. I totally get it. Sometimes you
Yeah.
try to go above and beyond, but then you're taking advantage of or something.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell us, what are you looking forward to in the future of real estate? What's coming up this year for you?
First of all, I'm looking forward to a balanced market. I
Nice.
think a lot of people think that we do exceptionally well in these bull markets, but it's the furthest thing from the truth.
Yeah.
The competition is heightened, and I'm hopefully looking forward to something more balanced. Also looking forward to increasing my presence online. I'm working really hard in the background to continue to grow my brand.
Nice. Seeing what works, what doesn't work, and then go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Love it. Very cool.
Yeah.
What challenges, I guess, now we can talk about challenges. What challenges have you overcame as an agent from being from a team to an individual?
Organization.
Mm,
So we had an admin person working with us who helped book my appointments and do a lot of the background work for me.
yeah,
My business has increased since I left the team, but I don't have that back end support.
yeah.
So the organization is definitely number one, but I'm working on it.
That's very cool. Always
Yeah,
growth and improvement. I love it.
absolutely.
Cool. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. That was such a great, rapid answers. Very well flow going.
Thanks, Mode. Yeah, I love talking.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of realtor will get a lot out of this conversation. So
good. I can't wait to watch it.
thanks for joining. Subscribe to our podcast, Realtors Conspiracy, today.